Today we are off to Skye and Loch Alsh for your beginner's guide to Suardalan Bothy. Hello, my name is Tori. I make videos about exploring Scotland and about how you can explore these places too if you don't know where to start. It is recommended that you park your car a short distance after the last house in Moyle. I opted for a little bit closer to the Bothy, and the what three words for that location are allowable, jabs, sponge. If you park closer to Moyle, then you will wander down the road until you get to this gate. Head on through, cross the bridge, and continue up the path until you see this gate on your right hand side. Walking through here and then passing another big wooden gate on your left, down you will go to a small burn. This can be difficult to cross after heavy rain, but after that it's just a short walk to the Bothy following a faint path. The what three words for the Bothy are angel, behalf, they. The Bothy does show up on Google Maps in case you get a little bit unsure. Suardalan was built as a shepherd's cottage in the 19th century. There is some suitable land for camping amidst the bog around the Bothy in the event of overcrowding too. The Bothy is the standard butt and bend layout with two main rooms and a smaller sleeping room sandwiched between them. As you enter, the left-hand room has a stove and sleeping platforms, and that is where we're going to get started.
The sleeping platforms are pretty generous. On the lower level, you could comfortably get 3 people, same on the upper. It wouldn't be too much of a squeeze for 2 people here either. The proximity to the stove is quite nice, but it does mean that you go to sleep warm, and if you wake up through the night, you wake up a little bit cold. On the windier nights, you can definitely hear the wind and the rain coming down through the flue, through the chimney stack. And the water does get quite wet down here next to this part of the sleeping platform. Just something to be aware of if, like me, you continually seem to be going to Bothies in weather warnings. But the proximity to the fire, being able to sit up and read and then just immediately recline and go to bed is pretty nice actually. The bunks themselves are quite comfortable to sit up on. Can come close to hitting your head, but it's not too bad. I'm 6 feet tall and I do just fit in here. It's not one of those ones where it's super duper cramped or super duper short, which is pleasant.
And now onto the small sleeping room.
So the size of this platform is a right wee hangout. In terms of a place to sleep, this room is a little bit more private. Obviously it's sandwiched between the 2 main rooms. The layout is very similar to Risauri, and there'll be a wee link to that video below. But it offers a degree of privacy. It's a little bit more spacious than some of the wee sleeping quarters I've seen in other Bothies, which is quite nice. The length of the platform it ticks the box and just. I don't know, maybe I'm doing the Glaswegian wee man thing, adding a few extra centimetres to my height here. But my feet are just off the edge. Yeah, I reckon that's tight. However, the nice thing about this room is it actually, it's a strange thing to say, it holds the light quite well. I've got a couple of camping lanterns up right now and it's fairly brightly lit. I imagine with a couple of candles it would look really, really nice at night. It's clearly a well looked after Bothy. The windows are well sealed, seemingly irreversibly well sealed, but there's lots of hooks hanging around. Our candle holders on the wall, but with fire guards as well. And yeah, just the usual array of little hooks kicking about just to make life a little bit easier. It's good. I like it here. The stonework is obviously it's been patched up a lot, but it's still quite lovely.
Finally, onto the right hand room.
This is the main room for not sleeping in, I would say. It has an open fireplace It has the grill on it, has the MBA, which is a sign that Big Jock did this. I met him and two of the other MOs in the MBA over at Suardalan Bothy and Rum, and they informed me that that wee MBA is a sign that Big Jock installed that grate in the fireplace. It adds a little bit of character, which I really like. A lot of the fire guards for the candle holders here say MBA on them as well. A little bit of branding. I'm pretty down with that. This room, I believe, is the one that was the most intact before it became an MBA in Bothy. At that point there was still an upstairs, and that was accessible but dodgy. And the other room was completely open to the elements. He described the floorboards as having that ripple effect, so when you stand on one part, the other side of the room goes up. And I definitely noticed that at Strabeg, even in my video for Strabeg, I'll see if I can link it in here a little bit. You see the floorboards on the far side of the room rise up as I walk through the room, so I can definitely relate to that. It's a cosy wee room. The wood panelling makes it feel very cosy. But I will need to go out and see if I can still get some firewood. It's not too far to walk at all, and hopefully there will be some fallen timber which I can make use of. But this room, very, very nice. Lots of lovely little features. The wood panelling is good. I imagine it holds the heat really well, so hopefully it'll have a nice wee fire going here before too long, and we'll see how we go.
The usual information stands in that you should aim to bring in fuel rather than count on finding any. But should you need more, the walk to the plantation is short, although in a weather warning it can be a mission.
This is very silly.
Heading into the woods and looking for fallen branches that were dead but not rotten wasn't too difficult. Take only what you need and never cut down live wood. After a wee bit of processing, it was back to the Bothy. I drew my water from the burn by the Bothy, but I did make sure to boil it before using it. This Bothy is easy to get to, there are plenty of resources around, and it's a solid option for some peace and quiet. It's similar to Risauri, and that video, if you're interested, is on the right hand of your screen right now to have a wee look. Give me a shout in the comments if you're planning any trips this year, as I'm always on the lookout for inspiration. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.